Hey Theater Inspires, welcome to Make It Sparkle, a series to get ideas and inspiration for your theater and dance shows. This video is about the stage version of Clue, and it features Katie Cross. Katie has spent 25 years in theater and the last 10 as an educator. She's directed shows like Moby Dick, Peter and the Starcatcher, and Midsummer Night's Dream. Katie is a passionate theater director and an incredible resource for those looking to take their program to the next level. Hope you enjoy this and get some fresh ideas.
I paid homage to the costume design from the movie as much as I could. However you can make the zany characters, however embellishment that you can have. We stuck to the 1950s look. It's set in the McCarthy era, and it's mentioned a lot in the script, and there's a big storyline with that. And so we kept true to the time period. We kept true to the color palette as much as possible, and as many accessories as I could put on them to emphasize their character. And it's really simple. It's easy to do, and to kind of, I think it gives you really good creative boundaries, knowing the time period and this is the character. And it was a good study in character design with me and the costume designer. We talked a lot about what do they do, but also really focusing on the physical aspects. This is also a physical show. So I might put Miss Peacock in a pencil skirt, but she also faints. So she has to make sure she can move, or she gets drug on the floor. The cook, there's a cook, and one scene they come out and they're alive, and the next scene they come out and there's a knife in their back. Hey, we're just gonna go make 2 jackets. One's just gonna go on and make our lives easy, but things like that. But the good thing about the costume design is really it's like a one costume kind of show. Like nobody really changes costumes. So like as far as the whole tech aspect, that was pretty simple. Once they got it, they got their costume. And then it was like, let's add a cigarette holder, let's add here, or things like that. But it was very simple. Mr. Green probably has the most intense costume, because at the end he pulls out probably 8 different props from his costume. So like lots of pockets and vests and lots of things, and it was good fun. But we were like, oh, costume designer, he pulls out this and a letter and a gun, and she was like, okay. But like I said, it was fun. And once you got your actors in any piece, as soon as we got like hats or glasses or anything like that, the actors were wearing them in the rehearsal room so they can play with it. And that just brought it up to a whole new level for them, and they became those characters. So the sooner that we got costume pieces, we threw them on them, and we're just like, go. So Mrs. Peacock, she's a senator's wife. She is very religious. She's very straight-laced. I put that in air quotes, because she also has a drinking problem. And so often we had this really great purse of hers, and she would come out with many like liquor bottles or wine bottles or flask, just lined that purse. And we also doubled that purse at the end of the show. There's this big scene, and if you recall the movie, they play the murder all different kinds of ways, and they have that in the show. But ultimately, my ladies didn't have purses with them, and so we just threw literally every single murder weapon in her bag, and that became a gag because everybody would run and grab their thing out of her purse. And we just accepted it. It was so great. It was so funny. So like that, Mrs. Peacock's bag became really, really essential. Mr. Green, he's nervous. He's on edge the entire show. So we gave him just a handkerchief, and he was constantly like cleaning, wringing it, cleaning his glasses, anything with that handkerchief he could do, like it was happening for him. Miss Scarlett had the cigarette to kind of give her that seductive feel. But I would definitely say like the Miss Peacock purse helped us in a lot of scenes when we were like, well, how is this prop getting off stage? And she'd be like, I'll put it in my purse. I'm like, great, thank you. Great, fantastic. So that was definitely something we did and added that, like, it also elevated her gags. And she came up with some really great ones. Like she would come out with that purse and I was like, I don't know what's coming out of it, but it's pretty funny. So that's definitely like an essential thing that we added to her. Her like costume and accessories that helped a lot.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you've done Clue on stage and have ideas or tips to help other directors make their show a success, be sure to include it in the comments below.